Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a review video on the Kylie Jenner Lip Kits. Very exciting stuff. There's going to be so much information in this video. I'm going through different categories on like the ordering process, the formula, the packaging, my thoughts, swatches. So please wait till the end to leave a comment and then I'm going to be really interested to hear what you guys think. A little backstory for those of you who are thinking, who is Kylie Jenner and what the hell is a lip kit? Kylie Jenner is one of the younger daughters out of the Kardashian clan, and there's been a huge hype around her new lip kits, which are her new liquid lipstick release. There's always been huge press attention around her and her lips because she grew up having very thin lips. She ended up having a lip job and now she has these amazing huge lips, and I think she's always been obsessed with lipstick and lip products. I follow her on Snapchat and I'm a bit obsessed with all the Kardashians really, which is so out of character for me, but I just love them. So I was really kind of into this whole lip kit launch thing. I sat back at first and then I kind of became obsessed. So they launched in America online, and the reason I was first attracted to the range is because of the shades. I really like the kind of nudie tone shades that she came out with. So let me start by talking about the ordering process and the delivery. These lip kits are really hard to get hold of because they're so high in demand. I think the first time they sold out in like 30 seconds, and there are a lot of people all around the world that really want them. So I followed Kylie Cosmetics on Twitter, I followed Kylie Jenner herself on Snapchat, and there are a few Instagram accounts that you can follow as well that give updates on when they're going to release them online. They basically tell you a time they're going to be released. It's normally about 4 o'clock in LA, which is really annoying because it's midnight in the UK, and then you have to just prepare, put it in your diary and get ready for that kind of time. So the first time I ordered these, I was all ready at midnight to order all of my lip kits, and I didn't realize that they were just releasing Court K that day. So when I finally got on the website and realized the other colors weren't available, I was so annoyed that I just ordered Court K, which isn't really a color I would have necessarily bought originally, but I'll get onto that later. So my first order was just for 1 lip kit, and then the week later they did it again on a Monday night at midnight and I ordered 3 shades. I didn't manage to get Cocoa K. I think that's the fastest sellout every time. It's a really nice kind of soft pink, but I did manage to get Candy K, Posy K and Dolce K. My tips for getting a lip kit would be to have an account already set up on the website. As soon as the time's ready, you just have to keep refreshing, add it to your basket and just literally keep refreshing. I managed to do it. I think it's getting easier and easier every time because she knows how many people now are interested. They have enough stock. She's also recently added some lip glosses and metallic lip creams, but I'm not really interested in those. So this is how the lip kits arrived. They come in a box that looks like this, and there was a bit of inconsistency with delivery package. One of them came with a little card inside that said like from Kylie, and the other one didn't have that. This is the little card you get inside with the lips on the front, and then it says on the other side, hey guys, thank you for the love and support. I promise I will keep bringing beautiful quality products to you guys. I've got some surprises in store, Kylie. That's quite nice, a little personal touch. The price of the lip kits are $29, so that's a price for a lip liner and a liquid lipstick, which I will show you in a minute. That's around £20 for us, so that alone is pretty standard price for a really good liquid lipstick. We do, however, have to pay $14.95 to get it shipped to the UK, so that's an extra £10.50. I then found that the parcel of mine that only had 1 lip kit in it, I had to pay tax on top. So there's obviously something to do with how much you spend. That parcel got held at my local depot and I had to pay £12. So in total, that package cost me £42.50. These lip kits are not worth £42.50. For the package where I ordered 3, I ended up paying £20 for each lip kit and then £10.50 in total for all of those 3 to be delivered. In that case, I would say it's worth it. So I got my boxes delivered. Let me open them up and show you guys what they look like inside. They just open up like this. Oops. And then it says Kylie inside and there's kind of packaging and stuff. And then the lip kits are all in here. So this is what one of the lip kits look like. It's in a little kind of rectangular box, which I think is really cute. I definitely think the whole lip kit thing is all for marketing purposes. I personally find that with a liquid lipstick, you don't need a lip liner. So it's definitely not necessary, but I completely understand why she did it. It makes it way easier to advertise and do marketing because it's a lip kit, which is just more exciting than a liquid lipstick. But I don't think the lip liner is actually necessary. So on the back it has Kylie's like autograph and it says Kylie's tips, which I found really funny because it just says line the lips with lip liner and fill in the lips with a liquid lip color, which I thought was pretty self-explanatory. But anyway, it has all the ingredients on the back and I really like the imagery. I think it's very kind of appealing, exciting. I love her logo. All of that stuff I think is great. While we're on the topic of packaging, I'll talk through the packaging of the products. The lip liner looks like this, and Although it looks like the sort of lip liner that you can't sharpen, you can actually just use a normal sharpener for this. So that's pretty standard lip liner packaging. And then the liquid lipstick, pretty basic packaging from the outside, nothing that fancy. It's not like the Anastasia one that I think feels like it's really high quality. I'd say this actually feels quite cheap. Looks cool, quite young looking with the like melted paint thing, but fine. Like, I prefer just the standard basic packaging than anything fancy. What I did notice straight away is that when you pull out the doe foot applicator, there's no suction there. And I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but normally there's something inside that kind of takes the product off, and there's absolutely nothing. Which I don't know if she did that on purpose or if it's a bit of a cheap way to make the product, but it does mean that you do have to take a bit of the product off yourself if you find there's too much when you apply. This is the only liquid lipstick I own that doesn't have that kind of suction thing. So that's a bit strange. So those are my thoughts on the packaging. So let me talk you through the shades that I got, and then I will talk to you more about formula and how long lasting it is and all of that. So the lightest shade that I picked up is the one I'm wearing now, which is Candy K. This was the one I was most desperate for because I really love nude colored liquid lipsticks. The lip line is pretty much the same colour as my natural lip colour, and the liquid lipstick dries a little bit darker. All the shades dry darker than they look in the tube, which is a bit disappointing, but that's quite common with liquid lipsticks. Because this is so similar to my natural lip colour, it fades quite well because there isn't like a really sudden line where you can see my lips underneath. And I think this is a really nice everyday shade. This is definitely my favourite one out of all the colours that I got. The next shade I got is Dolce K, which is definitely more of a brown. If you have darker skin tone like Kylie, it looks more of a nude, but on me it's quite a dark brown. It's different to anything else I have. It's quite on trend, which I like, but it's definitely a statement lip. I wore it on the weekend and I felt like it was a bit out there. It's probably more something I would wear in the evening, but a really cool brown without being too brown. She has a shade called True Brown, which would be far too dark for me. The next one I got is Posy K, and I really like this. It's like a berry mauve color. It reminds me a lot of MAC Syrup, if MAC Syrup was really pigmented. Really flattering. I think these sort of berry shades really suit me. I could wear this during the day or in the evening. I love this one. This is probably my second favorite after Candy K. I think it looks really pretty on the lips, and I'm really happy I picked this one. The final shade I got is Court K, and as I said, I only got this because I'd stayed up till midnight to order and didn't realise that the other shades wouldn't be available, so I kind of got it just because I wanted to get something, and I do regret it because I don't love this shade. It's a really dark purple, which is really pretty on the lips. I do find it a little bit too dark for me, and because it's so contrasting with the colour of my lips, you can really see when it fades on the inside. I'll talk more about that later, but I just found the shade didn't apply that well. It was a bit streaky and not massively impressed with Court K. So let me talk to you about the formula and application. The first thing I did as soon as I got these lip kits was applied them onto the back of my hand, and I could tell that after about a minute it had really dried, and I've since timed it and it does take like pretty much a minute to dry and then set on the lips. So I kind of got my finger and rubbed it on the back of my hand and they didn't move at all, and I thought, let's just see what happens if I run my hand under the tap. So I left my hand under the hot tap, hot water, for quite a while, then got a tissue, rubbed my hand, and they didn't budge or fade at all. So I was really impressed straight off at the kind of longevity, but then I wanted to see how they felt on my lips, because usually things that are really long lasting are also really drying. The lip liners are really creamy, and actually I think they're a little bit too creamy, because by the time you've lined your entire lips, you kind of need to sharpen the pencil, which is a bit annoying, I find. I don't mind when lip liners are a little bit hard. I like them when they're kind of in the middle. These are a little bit too creamy, but they are really nice, and it means that you can also wear the lip liners alone if you want to. As I said before, I really don't think lip liners are necessary when wearing liquid lipstick, so it's a bit of a gimmick to have them together, but because they're so creamy, it means that you can really push to the edge of your lips and you can make them bigger if you want to. The liquid lipstick itself is the most watery and thin consistency out of any of the liquid lipsticks I have. It applies really kind of smooth and sheer, and I do think it takes a couple of layers to get it really opaque. It then takes a minute to dry, and when it dries, it completely sets in place. I'm just in the middle of doing the lip swatches, and I remembered that I forgot to tell you guys that one, I hate the scent. It's so vanilla and sickly. It really makes me feel ill. It's so too sweet for me. I really don't like it. All of the colours I got applied really nicely, apart from Court K, which did apply streaky. Once it dried, it didn't look streaky. But as I said, it did fade a bit funny on the inside of my lips. I didn't exfoliate my lips before using any of them, and I didn't find find that it clung too much on the dry patches of my lips. I wouldn't say it's a hydrating liquid lipstick, but it's definitely not the most drying I've tried. And it doesn't feel uncomfortable on the lips either. I actually did a first impressions kind of video clip where I wore one of the liquid lipsticks all day and filmed throughout the day to see how it faded from morning to evening. And obviously all the shades will be different. I used Candy K for this one, so I'm going to insert the clips now and show you guys how it lasted throughout the day. I've just applied the lip liner and liquid lipstick. It's 11:15 in the morning. Excuse my cold sounding voice. I'm not feeling great and I'm not looking great, but the lipstick looks really good. So I'm going to see how it lasts throughout the day and how it changes, and I'll update you guys. It's been an hour since I applied it and I think it feels really comfortable. It doesn't feel heavy or drying on the lips at all. It's definitely more creasy on me than it looks on Kylie, because we all know she has lip fillers, so it really kind of plumps them out, makes them look smoother. But it is smooth compared to some of my other liquid lipsticks, and I think it looks really nice. I'm now heading to my sister's and we're gonna have soup for lunch, and I'm gonna do lots of bread dipping, so that'll be a good test to see how it lasts through lunch. It's 1:15. I just finished lunch. I had soup, ham, cheese, chutney, bread. I ate quite a lot. And it's still going strong. If I open my mouth, the inside it's rubbed off slightly, like there, but I mean, not at all. I don't need to retouch it, definitely not. That is amazing compared to my other liquid lipsticks. It hasn't come off at all, so I'm very impressed with that. I'm just about to drink a coffee, so we'll see how it lasts after a coffee. I've had my coffee and things have definitely changed. Like here, you can see this bit's kind of fading a bit, and in the inside of my bottom lip, but not that bad at all. I can definitely still get away with wearing it. But when I get back to the car, I'm going to try like reapply and see how that feels. It's 4:15 and I am so impressed how this lipstick has lasted. It feels, if I don't look in the mirror, it feels a little bit dry on the inside of my lips, and I find myself like licking my lips quite a bit, but you can't really tell unless you look really, really close. So I'm just gonna top it up a little bit just in the inside of my lips and see how it layers. So I've just topped it up and you can see that part of it still hasn't dried yet, but hopefully when it dries, all the colour will just mesh together. It's now 7:30, so the lipstick's been on pretty much all day. I don't think I would expect any lipstick to last longer than this. And it's definitely drying out a bit in the inside and flaking quite a bit. Starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable, like it's kind of sticking together, my tongue's catching it, but not bad at all. And because this is Candy K, so it's one of the shades that's quite similar to my own lip colour, it's not that obvious when you're looking at me. The darker shades, it may be more obvious, I'm not sure yet, but it's definitely not uncomfortable. I feel like if I reapplied now, it would look absolutely fine. So I'm really, really impressed at how long it's last. I think I'm gonna head home now and probably take it off. But if I was going out tonight, I think I could reapply it to the inside of my lips and it would be fine. Very impressed. With the darker shades, I found that towards the end of the day, they did get quite dry on the inside of my lips. And what I found the best thing to do then was to take a tissue, rub off the kind of excess dry, flaky parts of my lips and reapply. I actually found that reapplying the lipstick worked really well. With my Stila ones, when I reapplied, it just got worse and worse and more drying and more flaky. With these ones, I found that you can actually reapply and layer them, and it works really well. Now, when it comes to how these compare to others, something I keep seeing in my comments and tweets is these are just repackaged Colourpop lipsticks. But it's important to note that we can't get Colourpop here in the UK. There's no way, unless you do one of those dodgy things where you buy it from weird websites, but I'm not really interested in that. The fact that I stayed up late to order these and pay shipping from America is very rare for me. I don't really tend to do that. The only time I order things online from another country is if I'm on Sephora, because if you spend over a certain amount, you don't have to pay shipping, and that's actually it. I only ever order from Sephora. So even to pay $14.95, that was just a special occasion because obviously I wanted to do a video on it and I really wanted to try them. But we don't have Colourpop, we don't have Ofra. I would love to try the Colourpop ones, but I can't. So I can't really say how they compare to the Colourpop ones and whether these are so expensive and they're just the same formula, because those physically aren't available to us here in the UK. I'd say these are most similar to the Stila liquid lipstick, but the Stila ones really vary depending on the shade. Batchy I really love, and I'd say that's quite similar, but then some of the darker shades I really didn't like from Stila. Are they worth spending that much money on and staying up till midnight? It's hard for me to say. I'm a beauty blogger, I make videos on makeup, so for me, it is worth it because I'm making a video for you guys and I get to try these new products, but for your average consumer, I don't know. I think if there's like 3 shades you like, so you don't have to pay that tax, then it probably is worth doing a one-off order. I do think they are the best liquid lipsticks I've tried. I really love this Candy K shade. I really like Dolce K as well. And I think If I know someone that's going to make another order, I'm going to ask them to get me Cocoa Kate as well, because I really want to try that. I like that you can put it on and not have to worry about it coming off. I ate some really like oily foods and they didn't move at all, and they didn't make me want to like rip my lips off my face. I think she's done a really good job, and it's really fun if you follow her on Snapchat and you get to see the factory and behind the scenes. I think it feels quite fun to be a part of it and order the products and get excited about it. I do think the lip kit thing is quite a gimmick, because once you get them, you're going to take them out of the packaging anyway, and then you've just got a load of lip liners and liquid lipsticks, when I would have been happy with just the liquid lipsticks. I feel like I've gone on for quite a while now about these liquid lipsticks, so I'm going to stop. But if I haven't covered any area or I haven't answered a question you might have, please leave me a comment down below and I'll let you know how they feel, how the ordering process was, who I followed on Instagram to find out when they go live. Anything like that, just ask me, I'll let you guys know. And I hope you liked this video, I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any of the other shades and what you think of them. And thank you so much for watching. If you guys haven't seen my last video, I'm gonna put it up here. It was my most worn style items, and I really enjoyed filming this video, so I hope you guys liked watching it. If you haven't watched it, go click there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.